What's up guys, how's it going? It's Alex here from Let's Play 40k, and today I'm going to show you how I did a blood vein kind of water effect, almost is what I'm going to call it. So what I did, it was actually super simple, and I can't believe I didn't think of this years ago. But I took some foliage, some basically like some really cheap, like grassish kind of foliage stuff. I'll show it in the video down below, but I took some of that, used some Blood for the Blood God water effect, glue, paint thinner, and a handful of different washes, and I layered that out over top of rocks and the foliage on my Age of Sigmar board, and it ends up giving it this kind of like rusticy, kind of veiny feel with like blood layers around it. So I use that for the super creepy statue, which I showcased the other day in one of my other videos. I'll put a link down below, and I'll put it in the video here as well. But I showcased that, and I got a few questions actually from people that sent me private messages asking me how I did that. So I figured I'd kind of showcase that to you guys, and I was going to showcase it anyways. So conveniently, it is in this video here. Super easy, and it looks kind of cool, and I think there's a few things I would do differently. I would probably add more layers of Blood for the Blood God. The mixture that I ended up using, I would add a few more layers of that just to kind of build up on the effect. I just tried to do the board with what I had. I didn't want to spend any money on it. Basically, I wanted to try and do it as cheap as possible. So I used the two pots of Blood for the Blood God I had. I had like one in 3/4 of another one. Use that to fill quite a substantial amount of space. I do apologize for the videos. It was shot with my my cell phone rather than my camera, so it was just something for convenience sake. I needed to get it done fast, kind of thing, and my cell phone was there. My camera actually wasn't charged either, so I just wanted to get it done. I figured I'd try and get you the best video, or a video rather than no video at all. So here's what it is, guys. I really hope you enjoy it. Any questions, please comment down below. Be sure to hit that like button. And I will be finishing off this board very soon, and I am going to get started on that Orcs campaign, the Orcs and Goblins campaign. Super excited for that. I cannot wait. I have found a player to play with me as well, as one of the other players did back out of it originally, which kind of sucked. But I've got someone else coming on, so it'll be amazing. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoy. So step one is take your board, add some PVA glue directly to the board itself, and place kind of some rocks, some terrain, some little rubble around. That way it kind of adds some mediation between the river. That way it's not just a plain river. There is a few things I would change on this board. I'm going to say that now. I would have probably added a little bit more difference in the color on the red in the water slash blood river. I would have probably added some rust effect, maybe a little bit more browns, give it kind of a darker color to it, and just kind of a little bit of deviation between. But anyways, so here I've added the rocks. I let the glue dry for a little while, and then I shook up my handy dandy red spray paint. Totally doing this indoors. I don't recommend that. And it was extremely difficult to actually spray paint with one hand, so here's just a little preview of it. And then with the magic of editing, I have a fully painted little river here all of a sudden. So just the base here is red. It's still wet right now, that's why it looks kind of wet. Then I added a handful of glazes. I've already added them to it, so I added Thoraka green wash, Leviathan purple wash, Suriman blue, and Ball red wash. Just kind of had them haphazardly around. That way there's a little bit of deviation between, nothing too crazy, but that way it's just not one solid color. Then I took my spray paint and just gave it a light dusting over. That way it kind of flows a little more. And now here's the fun and exciting part. So I took some watered down glue I have, about 50-50, Ball red wash, Blood for the Blood God, like a heavy amount of that, blood letter glaze, and a pinch of airbrush there. And this is the texture you're looking for. So I added this, added it in stages as well. This is actually a different one than the one we were looking at earlier, but just imagine. So I added that on, just grabbed a brush, and that didn't work very well. So what I ended up doing is I grabbed a straw and literally blew the effect where I wanted it to go. Then I added some lichen as well at the same time. That's what the vein-esque kind of texture is. And then it ends up popping on pretty well. I would recommend doing a second layer of the Blood for the Blood God mixture as well, the river mixture. That way it's kind of a little more flowing. I did go over these and added more of the Blood for the Blood God mixture over top of the vein itself. That way they're all covered. And it looks like it's literally popping out of like some growth, some veins, a little bit of body pieces, etc., all throughout the river itself. And I think it's a pretty cool effect. It's a nice little touch. It's hard to see from a distance, but once you kind of get up close and you can see the detail in it, it's pretty amazing. And you guys, thanks for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this videos. Any questions, just hit them up on the comments down below. Be sure to like, and I will be getting back to you guys soon with more videos. Thank you very much. Take care.